Please get it for YouTube. Stop. We're near Okima. I was at a rest stop and it formed like right on top of me. I was literally heading back. Because I gave up on it. And also could see. You guys understand there is no chance in hell I would have set up this far north. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's anybody up here. north of it now. Problem is this road's going to go in and out of the core. I need to get on 16. Timber zone.
In half a mile, turn left.
There's a tornado to our south, almost directly. I don't know how fast I can go because of this road.
Next left on the Bentonville Road, N3870 Road.
We can jet east, and we'll have a view of it. Here because we are squarely north of the tornado right now, if there is one. I don't think there is, but I don't want to be here. If we get caught on this road, it's not going to be good. flying bird. I don't see any cracks. We might be good. Some
In half a
gnarly
mile,
stuff
turn
to
right
the
onto
left as
Oklahoma
well.
16 East.
This is only in the 2%.
Take the next right onto Oklahoma 16 East. Head north on Dentonville Road, N3860 Road. Continue on Oklahoma 16 East for 7 miles.
Go a lot longer than that. Where's our next north-south? We're getting on 75. We actually need to keep going on 16. There's this, yeah, we gotta keep going on 16.
Continue on Oklahoma 16 East for 13 miles.
got gas too. That was the only reason I was stopped in this area. And then cut south. We'll be in a great spot. These people are hurry the fuck up. Google. hail core now. It's actually going to be a better highway anyway, 52 south. We'll have a second to turn back and look at it. cell ahead of it a bit. So hopefully that'll clear off. That's what we're in right now.
Oklahoma 52 South. Take the next right onto Oklahoma 52 South. Continue on Oklahoma 16 East for 1 mile. Continue on Oklahoma 52 South for 1 mile.
Alright, I don't know where I set the GPS to, but we're not going there. All off of that first cell. Once we get south of this, we should be in position. Two of them off to the left. We got one off to the right. That'll be our main right there. We got a severe one down near McAllister. planned this better. That's insane. I wasn't planning. I'd given up on chasing for today. Southern ones right there. The stronger one is going to be farther to our right. I can't give you a look right now. I see it though. Is. Actually, we got two areas of spin. We got one on the right, one on the left. I actually would like to sit a little further south. Alright, we need to be going to Wainwright for the GPS purposes. Wainwright. Part of my problem yesterday was I kept going too far south.
Head south on Oklahoma 52 South toward E0930 Road, Smith Road.
Alright, time to go. Put a severe on this yet. If nothing else, if only for the fucking rain. Until I get turned. Let's get on 52. These are I forget what they're called, but they're the bands that come off of the circulation that we're in right now. The rain bands. It's definitely not down. I'm keeping an eye on it. but we might be able to use it. No. You got no view. How long do you think it'll be before the news realizes what's going on and starts sending people down here? Alright, let's get on 52. It should be right down 52 right now.
In a quarter mile, keep left to continue on Highway 52.
Inflow is what this is. Inflow band, I think, is what they're called. Feeder bands.
Keep left to continue on Highway 52.
Alright, I want to get up this way. Just a hair.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto North Hughes Avenue.
I don't know if I want to do that in town. Power line down behind me. I think it was down earlier. Or that might be from yesterday.
Take the next left onto North Hughes Avenue. Continue on North Hughes Avenue for 1 mile.
Yeah, that was from yesterday. Yeah, this was one of the ones that went through yesterday. It's about to track through the same location. The good thing is those power lines are probably powered off.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto US 62 East, East Ozark Street.
Okay, that's where I need to go anyway. Calm down. You'll be okay.
Take the next left onto US 62 East, East Ozark Street.
That was not an insignificant tornado that went through here.
Continue on US 62 East for 11 miles.
Damn. That's probably going to be an EF2. This is from yesterday, all this damage. That sucks. They're in a 2% again. All that stuff is about to get poured on, even if there's no tornado in it. Good day for it though. It ain't gonna spread anywhere. It's about to get put out.
Continue on South 310 Road for 1 mile.
I don't know if we're going to have a spot to turn around here. Part of why I don't chase out here very often is it's too developed. Driveways. We don't have a strong wall cloud anymore. Alright. We're gonna have to do an 800-point turn here. Austin Powers bullshit. Maybe burn out my way out of it. Shifted us left a little bit. I knew I didn't play Mud Runner for nothing.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 62
You might
East.
have a view here. I want to give it a minute. It needs to catch up. Shut up, car. Can we get north from here? Does that road go all the way through? It does. It goes up to 16. That might be our best bet. Alright, we do have a wall cloud coming into screen on the far left. I don't know, we may want to stay on highways here. We might want to get on 62 and take 62 up. But there's no point going that far ahead now. Here, you want another treat? Calm you down a bit, huh? Another treat? There you go. Ugh. It's gonna be hard to make it out, but it's that little white spot in front of the main cloud. Maybe not as strong as it was earlier. It's not the southernmost storm anymore. There's one down near McAllister. Honestly, we could drop to the McAllister one if we want. I really have a very good... There it is. McAllister one looks stronger. We can intercept that. Maybe in Gore. Let's set it to Warner and see what happens. That's only 40 minutes away. It's on this highway that we're on right now.
Head north on South 310 Road, N4040 Road toward US 62 East.
I don't know. This one has a hook on it. Let's look at a better radar view of this one. It does have a notch, but I don't see a discernible wall cloud on it. So I'm kind of hesitant to stay on it. Alright, let me update the stream while we're stopped as well, because I don't know when we're going to get another chance. Alright. We're gonna get on this one. Hey, move your head.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 62 East.
The good thing is we're north of these, so we're not chasing from behind like we were before.
Take the next right onto US 62 East. Continue on US 62 East for 9 miles.
Now we shed the rocks. McAllister might be getting closer to the 5% tour, but I'm going to keep the stream title the way it is, because both of them are marginal. See a hook on the McAllister one yet, but it's the only thing down there, and there's no cap down there right now, so we'll see. Sorry, the alerts are off. I didn't see that. How you been? I don't think I've seen you in a minute. I want to get on I-40 because the data sucks out here. respond to biddies or something and you don't hear an alert, that's probably why. Let me at least turn them on for stream. I won't be able to hear them, but...
Take the next right onto Oklahoma 72 South.
There you go. Y'all should be able to hear them now.
Continue for 11 miles.
Feeder bands. Again, I don't know which one they're feeding into. Actually, well, no. I like the southernmost one. The farther south they are, the better. There's nothing below it. Chasing in Texas, so I went all the way down to I forget the town, but it was right on the border before I realized that the stuff in Texas is going to be way too far west for me to get to. And so I had given up and ended stream, and I was headed back, and this stuff just started forming right on top of me. So that's kind of why we're out here. There's I wouldn't have set up out here at all. So this is about as close to an impromptu chase as we're going to get. Oh, that southern one looks sexy. That's just the front edge, too. Road. I hope there's not a lot of water on it. There's a lot of water everywhere else. Part of why I was in such a hurry earlier, because I was worried that road might flood. Look at that. Oh, yes. And we can kind of see, well, I don't think that's the wall cloud. That looks like a feeder band. I don't know that there is, if there is one or not. That's an updraft. That's the little scud floating down. That looks pretty though. So I guess y'all are gonna get some storms tonight. Here, I thought we were just gonna go home and be sad. For the record, absolutely nothing in Oklahoma was on any of the models. So we're in completely uncharted waters here. By the way, Chrissy, it may not be your phone. It may be the fact that our data is kind of intermittent in this particular area. So it ought to get better once we get on I-40. I had pretty solid data most of the way on I-40. I think that's an updraft. That looks interesting. No, it is. It's all rising. It's not actually. Well, it's kind of coming together. It'd be weird to see a front side tornado, but we saw a bunch of them yesterday, so. That's an updraft and not an actual tornado, or funnel cloud, or wall cloud, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not really sure where it is on radar though. That's not ideal. No, it's definitely on the front side. Okay, because we're right by the interstate. That's on the front side, so it is most likely an updraft. Because I don't see any rotation signatures on the radar. But it looks cool. Again, though, not a tornado. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. That is an updraft feeding into the storm, which is good because it tells me the storm is building. I don't believe this radar is up to date. I would like to know what I'm getting into here. Now maybe it is. It's just that far. It's just that big. Oh, that's probably the leading edge, stuff forming along the cell that's above it. Those two are going to merge, I think, but that looks cool. It does take me a minute to figure out what I'm seeing on radar. That's why I don't get too close to them. There's a line starting to form now. We're going to be running through some rain here.
In half a mile, turn right onto Latawada Road, N4170 Road.
Where do you want me to turn right? Oh, I see. Oh, so we're facing east right now.
Take the next right onto Latawada Road,
That's
N4170
why I'm having
Road.
trouble making sense of radar. Okay, so now we're facing south towards the main. Tornado
Continue
watch
on
has been
Latawada
issued.
Road for 1.5 miles.
So they're seeing what I'm seeing. It's always good to get some verification. Yeah, so we're looking east at the stuff forming. This is what was happening. Now we're looking south at the leading edge, which is more what I would expect it to look like. Oh, that's what confused me is my Google Maps orientation was wrong. There is a lot of water on
In a
this
half
road.
mile, turn left onto the I-40 East ramp to Fort Smith.
It's not flooded, but that's a lot of water. Alright, good thing is our data should be good from here on out. At least until we get on
Turn
the
left onto the
next
I-40
state
East ramp,
highway.
then merge onto I-40 East.
Alright, we're looking east again. That is a hell of a cell popping up east. Which one is that? That may only be that little speck of rain.
Continue on I-40 East for 16 miles.
Alright, we do gotta get ahead of this. We're gonna run through this rain here. Which I'm guessing is much bigger than it is on radar. Since the dog is freaking out about it. It'll be okay, dog. That's what I don't understand is she did fine all day yesterday. We saw 5 tornadoes yesterday and she was fine through all of it. But for some reason, something about today, she doesn't like these. good when you're dealing with tornadoes. Do what we did yesterday and go too far south. We're going to sit and watch it. Because there's no hook on it yet, so there's not really any urgency. Damn it, Missy. Plug in the camera. Good thing I gave up and came back north, because I would have been kicking myself for not being on these. Tornado or not, because these are ones I can easily get home from. Oh, tornado warning on the cell that we're on. I don't have a view. We are in a tornado warning. That does not look tornadic from that one. There we go. Much better. We got 9 miles and then we're gonna turn south. And instead of trying to chase this one and losing it like we did the last one, we're gonna wait for it. Probably in Forum. Maybe south of Forum. like yesterday, it's gonna drop and lift 100 times.
In 2 miles, take exit 278 toward Oklahoma 2 South, US 266 West.
Chat, remind me to fix the Bluetooth when we get stopped here. In about 15 minutes. That way we get notifications again. Before. I don't know what the data's going to do here. We shall find out. If stream goes down, keep refreshing. It'll come back up sooner or later.
In a half mile, take exit 278 toward Oklahoma 2 South, US 266 West. Exit 278. In a quarter mile, turn right onto Oklahoma 2 South, US 266 West. Turn right onto Oklahoma 2 South, US 266 West.
Oh, dude, the big ass truck.
Continue on Oklahoma 2 South for 9 miles.
Alright, we're going to have a view of it momentarily. Long range view, granted, but there will be a view. Here in about 10 minutes. I'm going to get south of Borum because I don't want it. I want to be in a good spot so we can just sit there. Data works a lot better when you do that. It kind of sucks when we move. Again, if it goes down, keep refreshing. It'll come back probably when we stop. Don't give me that look, Lucy. I know you just farted. God. Get that out of here. Dogs' farts are ripe. trees like that. Let's see if it clears up.
Continue on East 233rd Street South for 1 mile.
We're going to use a way to get out without going back. We need that. South of here, I think. Well, now it's lifting north pretty fast. I think we're good right here. I don't think that this is going to have useful to us. God, there's too many trees out here. Oh, I say that.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto South 55th Street East, N4340.
Let's try this other one. Up here. Quit with the tire spin. It's like my traction control just gave up. You're on your own. You out in the country now.
Take the next left onto South 55th Street East, N4340.
Here we go. Now we're talking. And we got an escape route.
Continue on South 55th Street East for 1 mile.
Let me park on the other side so I can point my camera a little better. I might need my traction control for that one. Maybe not. For my four-wheel drive, I mean. Yep, I will for that one. Come on, lock in. Okay, actually we might want to go a little further down this road and see if it turns into something we can actually point the camera with. So, for those of you wondering, this is why you chase with four-wheel drive. I would have been stuck here, and I'm still not sure if I'm going to be in the path of a tornado here or not. Somebody have a driveway or something up here? There we go, that might work. As long as they don't come out and yell at me. wish that fence post wasn't in the way. It's like perfectly obscuring the camera's vision. Whatever. Be easier to see as it gets closer. He's going to track to our north, so we're in a good spot here. Hello, dog. It's okay, dog. I'm going to go take pictures. I'll be right back. You stay. Alright. This would be the perfect shot if that fence post wasn't in the way. Maybe we could go down to the actual driveway down there. I don't feel like that'd be better. We'd probably get runoff from up there. You stay. Over here. Farmer's pulling his truck in the driveway, in the garage. You know shit's about to get real. Yeah, I'm trying not to block their actual driveway because I don't feel like they're going to have to use this section right here. So, I don't want to get run off. Alright. So it's way off in the distance over there. It's in that section. And it's actually it's gonna go just to our north. So it's gonna be a pretty cool shot. Unfortunately, I think we gotta go all the way to Whitfield. We're gonna run into the same problem we ran into yesterday if we sit here too long. I think we're gonna run into that problem anyway. So we might as well enjoy it. Yeah, we gotta go down to Whitfield. So we're gonna lose it. We may as well just let it cross in front of us and play it from behind. Because we are not going to catch back up to it. We're not going to stay ahead of it. It's okay, Lucy. There's no tornadoes here. Just over there. Hey, stay. Stay. No, stay. Stay. Alright, back on your side. Unless you think I'm being apathetic to the dog having a panic attack, it's less bad if I ignore it. I'm trying to get her over it. So we are looking about 15 miles south, or 15 miles southwest. Almost might be, no, it is southwest. And the cool thing is, the way it's tracking right now, it should go just north. It might come towards us, in which case we're going to have to duck south, but we got a way to do that, so it should be fine. We're just going to have to keep an eye on it. Twitter is going to be so confused. I just said we were done chasing, we were giving up, and now I got a tornado warning post. Hey, you're alright. You calm down. Hey, don't break my stuff. Hey, back on your side. Sit. Good girl. There's one south of it now. We're not going to chase them south, though. I'm just going to stay on this one, I think. Oh, we might have a funnel. It might be right behind the gate. It's right above it. I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, we definitely have a funnel. Alright, I'm getting pictures. Stay. No, stay. Sit. Hey, Lucy, sit. Good girl. No. Hey. No. Sit. Stay. I don't know why you want to jump out. There's a tornado over there. You're supposedly freaking out about the tornado. I don't know. I never saw it touch all the way down. It got most of the way. Hey, back on your side. Lucy, over here. Come on. Lucy, over here. Good girl. Now sit. Sit. Stay. Good girl. It's up now. I don't know that y'all are going to be able to see these. It's right in the center of the screen. You can barely see it, like right over the house. That's where the wall cloud is. As it gets closer, it's going to get easier to see. It kind of blends in against the rain right now. Or it blends in against the clouds. Sit. Lucy, sit. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Yeah, it's gonna go just north of us, unless it turns. We're gonna have to keep an eye on it. A little too much rain for my liking. We wouldn't want to ruin the upholstery. Hey, calm down. Calm down. It's okay, Lucy. I'm gonna quit taking you if you keep acting like this. What rain are we getting? We shouldn't be getting rain. Must have just popped up. Oh, that's right. I'm north of Coram. Okay, so I'm right on the edge of that. We should be good. If we need to, we actually can take this road right here that we're on south.
Head north on South 55th Street East, N4340 toward East 233rd Street South.
Let's go
Your route
all the way south. I think we're good here. I'm not going to go anywhere. But we're keeping an eye on it because if it turns suddenly, we are in the path. And there also may be a secondary rotation in there somewhere. Alright, y'all should be able to see that now. Center of the screen. And possibly one on the right side. It's worth keeping an eye on. think she's figured out that we are not in the path of this, which is good. Well, maybe not. I thought she calmed down for a second. Lucy, it's going to go north. We're not going to be anywhere near it. And if we are, we can leave. That's the fun part of being in a car. Oh, I need to fix the Bluetooth.
Head south on South 55th Street East, N4340 toward East 243rd Street South, E1110.
It's a pretty sexy looking wall cloud. There it goes. Alright. That should be working. Mute that. Okay.
Continue on South 55th Street East for 3/4 of a mile.
I need the charger on.
Head south on South 55th Street East, N4340 toward East 243rd Street South, E1110.
How did that happen? Equipment issues and gas issues. I won't blame the dog for that one.
Continue on South 55th Street East for 3/4 of a mile.
How the fuck did that even happen? I am so confused. The charging cable for my Bluetooth thing that I use for the alerts, the sound for them, is somehow underneath the bracket on my seat. I have no idea how it got there. Like under the screw, which I haven't had that seat out ever. I feel like I should clarify because I definitely have had other things out, but not the seat. So this backside, I think, is the stronger one right now. Further out in the distance. Stay. I'm gonna come over there. Stay. Stay. Stay in the car. I do not want to hose you down. fix this. I don't know if we can. I might have to take a socket or something to this and actually take it loose. How did that even happen? If I could figure out how it happened, I could replicate it and undo it. No, stay. There it goes. Alright, let's hope the cable's still intact. Find out if it charges. Okay, go girl. Alright. Sorry, chat. I'm fixing weird mechanical problems with my equipment. I'm gonna keep it right there because the southern section is kind of coming out as well. As a reminder, this is still warned. Stay. I feel like it's coming down a little bit. The velocity's not anywhere near it where it was. Got a tornado up by Tulsa as well. Actually, on that section that we abandoned for this one, believe it or not. I saw that developing, but there's no way that one's visible. I'm concerned that this one is going to be the same way as this, the rain south gets sucked into it. But we still got a little bit here. I don't think it's still on the ground. Yeah, it's going to go just north of us. Only by a couple miles, but it is going to go north. I am near Porham, which is the middle of nowhere. Henrietta is probably the closest one you're going to find. Henrietta, zoom in on Henrietta, and then go east towards the tornado warning. I wish this gate wasn't in the way. Okay, the main wall cloud should be coming into focus here. So the main wall cloud is basically going to track about 2 miles north of me across that field there. That's why I chose this spot. Because it looks like on radar it's cycled up right now. I'm hoping it'll cycle down right across that field. Especially because I don't think there's anything out there. So that works for property damage reasons too. You did miss, if you weren't here earlier, you missed the tornado damage in, where was that? I think it was in Henrietta, actually. We were up by Okmulgee. It might have been Okmulgee, but there was a tornado that went straight through Okmulgee last night, and we drove through town, and it's pretty bad damage. We didn't really stick around. That might be on the ground right there. See that bell in the center of the shot? It's hard to tell. That's definitely rotating, though. Possibly it just ramped up on the last scan. That could be on the ground. Hey, calm down, Lucy. It's not going to hit us. Not going to hit us, Lucy. It'll be fine. I am going to get pictures, though.
Head south on South 55th Street East, N4340 toward East 243rd Street South, E1110.
Oh yeah, that's on the ground.
Continue
I'm going to call that tornado number 6, chat.
3/4 of a mile.
First for today. Well, I say that. Maybe hold off on that. It looked condensated for a second. I think it might have backed back off. It's really trying, though. Both of them are. Oh yeah, this is a good spot. It's going to go just about 2 miles north. Maybe less than that. We got to watch for it to turn. I'm not going to trust radar on that one though. That is 2. I don't think either one is on the ground. It was 2 distinct ones for a second. I'm going to zoom back in on it. I feel like that's a better view. God, I wish this gate wasn't in the way. Now it's 2 distinct areas of rotation. I don't believe they're on the ground right now. I'm just hoping we don't get booted off the property. That's why I didn't park in their driveway. I parked out here.
N4340 toward East 243rd Street South, E1110.
Shut up, Google. Pro chaser strats. I have my escape route queued up on Google. On the off chance that it turns.
55th Street East for 3/4 of a mile.
Oh yeah, this is the shot. I would be willing to bet that there's not anybody else on this. Maybe the news, because they deploy for everything, but there weren't supposed to be storms up here, so the only reason I'm even up here is because it formed on top of me.
Continue on
as I was driving back.
east for 3/4 of a mile.
I think it just jumped south. Back behind the house. The dog is very concerned. There's a spot on the front side tightening up right now. Actually, right in there. So keep an eye on that. That does show up on radar. It's not it's not unheard of for something to be on the front side. It's a little odd. I could. Like that. Then I got more spread. That's the main right there. That's the supercell. I mean, so there you go. I'm looking at these. We got two distinct wall clouds again. So we got one right there. We got one behind the house that I don't think y'all can see. I mean, you can see it, but you can only see the top of it. You can't really see if there's a funnel in it or not. So stay. Go girl. Stay. Yeah, by the way, if I didn't have four-wheel drive, I would not be able to get out of this. Just throwing that out there. We would be stuck here until the tow truck got here. I think they both just cycled up. It's interesting though that the front side is actually almost stronger. It just lifted north. They lifted the warning just now. It's not on the ground anymore. I don't know. I'm hesitant to call that a tornado on the ground. I'll have to review footage on that. We had it in frame, I'm pretty sure, when I was thinking it was on the ground, so we'll see what it looks like. So, what's unfortunate is I don't believe we have a northern road here, unless it continues to lift north the way that it is. So we are probably going to lose it as soon as it gets north of I-40. I mean, we can try. What we might do is try to go up by Gore or Weber's Falls. but that's going to be tricky. We can use 40, but I feel like we're going to lose it. So that's why I'm not wanting to do that yet. There we go. We got more action over here. That's on the south side again.
Head south on South 55th Street East, N4340 toward East 243rd Street South, E1110.
I'm gonna pull the wide shot. I feel like you're losing too much quality there. I want one that can do a physical zoom, because this is a great shot. The stills are gonna be cool. Y'all's view isn't so good, but I don't want to move into their driveway, which would be the only spot we might get a better shot, because I think they're going to boot me off the property if I do that. I guess they don't care that I'm out here, but I feel like if I pull in their driveway, they're going to come out and say something. She's not thirsty, she's panicking.
Head south on South 55th Street East, N4340
because there's a tornado over there.
243rd Street South, E1110.
She probably feels the heat or air or something. And also everything just got really still because it's just north of us right now. Actually, the secondary one is just north of us. The secondary one is right here, like right on top of me. But it is going to go north because it's going left to right, if you notice. That one's almost stronger right
Head
now.
south on South 55th Street East.
So that whole shot right there is the wall cloud.
243rd Street South, E1110.
That's how close it is. I'd say that's probably within a mile. Which is why it just got real still and the dog is panicking. They just warned the one to the south. I'm just going to stick right here because that's going to track just north of me as well. Near Eufala. I might move up this highway and move on to that one here in a second. But this one is far more interesting right now. So we got a tornado out near Eufala. Actually, I think that's the one in the distance over there, right behind that tree on the left side. Right back there. It's not on the ground. That's why I'm focusing on this one. This one is stronger.
Continue on South 55th Street East for 3/4 of a mile.
That's the most interesting thing about it right now. That right there. That's just to our north. That's the strength on the radar as well. You might be asking, why can't I see the wall cloud? Because the wall cloud is about a half a mile north of us. So that is the wall cloud. I don't know if we're going to be able to see Eufala from here, to tell you the truth. It's 22 miles away. It's going to be, like, we'll be able to see the storm. I don't think we'll be able to see whether there's a tornado or not. Like, I can see the faint outline of the wall cloud, but I don't know if there's a tornado. I don't have a way to tell if there's anything in it. I'm going to let that one track right over here. I don't know that we're going to find a better spot. I mean, maybe out by the lake, but the lake's getting ready to get hit, so... So it's going to be hard for y'all to see rotation this close, but it's real easy for me. And it's not rotating all that much. So I think it might be going in the wrong direction. It was rotating pretty heavily earlier. Alright, you've been panting for a while. You want some water? Or are you just panicking? Want some water? Oh yeah, she wants water now. She didn't want water earlier. She was too panicked. Want some more? No? Good? Good? Okay. Oh, Aaron Tuttle's live. Day late and $1 short, my man. The Eufala one just turned south, which means it probably is on the ground. We've got 20 miles to kill with that one, though. We'll relocate if we have to, but I'm watching it. Honestly, it always surprises me when these people aren't sitting down on their porch watching this, because this is the coolest thing ever. And it's happening right in front of you. It's right there. It's completely still here. That's why the dog's freaking out. Rotation is picking back up a little. It is north of I-40, so definitely far north of us now. In case anybody was worried about my safety. I am south of I-40. I feel like it's dying. That's what the radar shows as well. The good thing about that, though, is it leaves Eufala in really good air, and it's going to track basically the same way. Right across that field. I need an AC in here.
Head south on South 55th Street East, N4340 toward East 243rd Street
I
South.
turned Bluetooth off for you.
Then 10.
What the fuck? Why is it switching? Don't do that. It's fine. I'll just get spammed with notifications because my dog isn't near an owner because it doesn't recognize my phone.
Continue on South 55th Street East for 3/4 of a mile.
Alright, I think this one is probably done. We'll keep watching it, I guess. There's not really anything else nearby until Eufala gets a little closer.
Head south on South 55th Street East, N4340 toward East 243rd Street South, E1110.
We almost might get north, actually, for Eufala.
Continue on South 55th Street East for 3/4 of a mile.
Shut up. I don't need that anymore. We're way clear. That's just a precaution. Oh, Eufala is on the ground. I see it. It's a little rope. See if I can find it on the camera. Just on the other side of that hill. I don't know if y'all can make it out. It should be center of the screen, but it's gonna be it's difficult to see. It's a little rope tornado though. See if my other camera can see it. I don't know. We'll find out later. Alright, you might... I think I could see it on my end. If you full screen on desktop, you'll be able to see it. Right in the center of the screen, just to the right of that hill. If go to that hill and then look right, it's... hold on, let me center it. Okay, centered right there. It's really hard to see. I'm guessing it's on the lake right now because it's white. But that is down. So that I am going to call tornado number 6. Yeah, it's that little white splotch right above the hill there. Kind of like in between the two hills. I don't know if you can see the other one. So, in between the two hills. Right in between them. Right in the center. Alright, it just got bigger. And it's black again. That's the, so look at the white splotch. That's the leading edge, I believe. It's hard to tell. Again, I wish it was easier to see on the camera, but my zoom is not all that. I wonder if that's not more of a water spout than a tornado, because velocity just isn't there on it, but it looks like it's there to me. I'm guessing maybe it's over the lake, which is actually where radar puts it too, so I think it's over the lake, and that's why we can see it. I'm going to call that a water spout. So I don't know, 5.5? Call that 5.5 total. Maybe 6.5. You probably can't see this on the camera, but I can see it rotating. So that's definitely it. I wish I had a better camera. I think it might have lifted. Yep, that's live. I always gotta check because my camera likes to freeze. I think it may have lifted. It's getting a little easier to see now. Hopefully it is for y'all too. I don't know, I still see a funnel. I don't know if it's all the way to the ground though. Nope, it definitely is. It's still on the ground. I think that may be more of a water spout. That's my guess, is it's still over the lake. That's why we can see it, because I don't know that it's going to be like a strong tornado. I think it's a weak one. Does the news have this one? Because they might be able to confirm that. Because they're going to have a chopper, so they would have a better look at it. Another interesting spot on the front side of that. Right across that field, but we're going to hold on this. Yeah, because of the lake, we can't get any closer. I'm surprised nobody's covering it. It's in Eufala. The problem is Aaron Tuttle's not on the ground, so he can't actually physically see whether it's down or not. He's looking at velocity, and velocity is really weak right now. Which is why I'm calling it an EF0 or a water spout or something. I think the only reason we can see it is because it's pulling water out of the lake. It did just intensify again. I don't think it's on the ground. But remember, my radar is delayed. That was at 6:38 that it took that image where it intensified, which is, I think, right around the time when it started to lift. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I don't think my still camera is going to be able to see that one either. It's too far away. Although, I do wonder if it hit a spit of Eufala, and it's now over dry land, and that's why we can't see it anymore. Because that's what it looks like on radar, is it hit a spit of, it hit like a little finger, or whatever you call it, of Eufala. And then now it's on dry land. So here in a second, it'll hit Eufala proper, and we might be able to see it again. We are about 16, 17 miles away from it right now, which is why it's hard to see. The only thing that's going to help us, though, is there's a lake there. So, a lot of flat land. I don't know that this radar is accurate either. I think that there's two bad radar looks, and that's what they're warning it out of caution, I think. Or maybe somebody saw it, I don't know. But I don't know that radar is super reliable right now. If it's on the ground, it's going to go just north. Eufala on the map, the letters the letter EU. It's going to go just north of that, or it probably already has. And then it's going to hit the lake and probably track just north of Dutchess Landing. But again, that's going to be in Dutchess Landing because that map's not entirely accurate. There's going to be people that live out there, so on the off chance that one of them is watching, that's where this is going to go. Anybody that's in that warning, pretty much north of like Longtown, y'all need to be in shelter. I'm going to give y'all a wide shot. I don't think we can see it on the camera anyway. So it should be, I don't know if you can see that. So the beam of light, yeah, okay. It should be like pretty much middle of the screen if it's down. Maybe on the left side? Kind of in between those two hills. The hill in between, like, right of the hill on the left, if you know what I mean. I kind of think it's going to hit the lake again, and we might be able to see it again. The dog is fascinated by this. I guess she's not in danger anymore, so now she's like, huh, tornado. That was flat. I bought that like 2 hours ago now. Almost 3. Alright, you can kind of see the wall cloud. I don't think it's on the ground. Let me see if I can find it. Right, yeah, right. You might be able to see that. Right? It's to the left of the center of the post. Unfortunately, this is probably the best shot anybody that isn't on a chopper is going to have of this. Unless there's somebody in Longtown, but I doubt it. That's a lot of juking to get down there. But we're the only ones I know of that are shooting down the inflow. So, I think they're probably just going to see a bunch of rain from Longtown. Maybe they might have had a view when it was down. Yeah, I think it's lifted now. No one had any chasers out? There was a 2%. I was surprised they didn't have any. There you go. 5.5, 5.5. That's what we're going to call that. Because it was probably a water spout and not an actual tornado. So this is the thing, is the only reason I am out here, for those of you that are just joining, the only reason I'm out here, I was going to chase in Texas today, but the Texas stuff is too far west, so I gave up. And I was going home, and this formed right on top of me. So, I got gifted a tornado supercell. There's no reason I would never have set up out here. There's no way. None of this was on the models. None of this was even in the cards. Yeah. I did notice this morning there was still scud hanging around. So the energy wasn't gone, but I definitely wouldn't have set up in Oklahoma. The only reason I was here was because I was at a gas station buying a drink on my way home. Oh, center of the screen. It's down again. I think it's over the lake now. You should be able to see that one. It's hard to see. It's white again. I'm going to call that water spout 2.0. There might be two of them, actually. I think there are. It looks like two. It looks like twins. Yeah, it looks like two. It looks like two of them. Can y'all see it on stream? I hope y'all can see it. Oh, there's another one on top of this hill. Yeah, and it just picked up on the scan. Yep. That might be triplets. I mean, they're water spouts. They're not proper tornadoes, but... Alright, we got at least one that we can see. There's two more, but they're further away. But there's at least one we can confirm. Yeah, I don't know that I'd call it a tornado. I think I'd call it a water spout. But it's still pretty cool. Alright, you gotta be able to see this one now. Center of the screen, just right of the post. That one may be an actual tornado. But it's still over a lake, so it's still gonna be called a water spout. Yeah. Man, they didn't even have the chopper up today. That is wild. I mean, I'm sure they do now. They might be getting a shot now. Just because it's over Eufala, so... Are they not even breaking into coverage about it? I think it just lifted. Yeah, and the radar bears me out on that one because there was a couple scans where it was really, really tight over the lake, and then it weakened back up again. Why is Tulsa the one that's on it? I mean, I guess it's about to cross I-40. Did they have it with the chopper? Did they have spotters out? Because I bet with the chopper it would have been really cool. it might be down again. You gotta be able to see that one. Just barely. It's white again. It's gonna be another water spout. Oh yeah, you can see that one really clearly. There's another one south, actually. Right there. That one's an actual tornado. So, I'll explain the difference here in a second. Well, yeah, there might be other people in here, though. So waterspout, basically, it's kind of like a weak tornado, but it's way easier to get water sucked up into a storm than it is to get condensate put down on the ground. So it's like a waterspout's not really going to do any damage on land. Tornado will. What's interesting is this really doesn't even look that bad on reflectivity. It's just kind of churning. I think it just lifted. Oh, maybe that little piece in the center there. Maybe? No, I think that's just Scud. That, though, is still that same water spout. I believe. Well, it's not really over the lake anymore, so it may not be. This would be easier if I had a better camera. I don't think any of these photos are gonna be good because I'm having to zoom for them, and I got the same zoom issues with my still camera that I do with my camcorder. So I'm not gonna be able to sell them, but I will post them on Discord later if I get any good ones. Which, by the way, is right there. Easy way to get notified when I'm live. Also, if the stream's ever down for longer than like 5 or 10 minutes, my bot will post when it goes back up if we run into bad data. So that's a good way to tell there. Those are like sunbeams now. They were rotating earlier, but it's also impossible to tell that with the camera, by the way. I think it's lifted now. It just got really hot here, by the way. Like, all of a sudden. I gotta charge my laptop. Yeah, they dropped the severe and the tour warning on it. It looks like it might be done with. There's actually one coming into Edmond as well, by the way. I just thought I should point that out. It is severe. That's a supercell headed for Yukon and Mustang. So anybody in Yukon and Mustang might want to pay attention to that one. I'm sure the local news is covering that one. Well, it's not a tornado yet, so they may not be covering it, but it's going to be. It's a supercell. We're probably not going to be able to get on that. I'm going to keep streaming for a little bit longer on my way back home because I don't know what's going to crop up. We might get something. They're not covering Yukon and Mustang. That's interesting. Lucy is centering herself. That's the best way I can describe it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Dragon Mama. I appreciate it. I am going to call that... Do we have confirmation whether it was down when we were seeing the... earlier? I'm sure the news didn't say anything about it. Alright, so I'm going to call that 6.5, because the other one was a water spout. For those of you just joining, 5 of them were yesterday. So, there was a brief moment where it was on dry ground, though. That's why I'm going to count it. Because I saw condensate all the way to the ground. Mostly it was a water spout, though. We had it pretty much the whole time it was a water spout. Yeah. But it's alright, we'll get more. I don't know if we'll get more today. The pickings are a little slim today. It almost looks like it's ramping back up. I mean, it doesn't look like that on radar, but that looks like it's tightening to me. By the way, the water spout we were seeing was on the front side of it. I don't know if that's the one they were seeing. There were 2 areas of rotation. It should be close enough now. We'll be able to tell for sure if it goes all the way to the ground. That's definitely tightening up. You know, that may be the one by Stidham. Come to think of it. Perspective is kind of difficult. Also, the one in front here, it might be behind the post right now. Give me a second. I gotta find it again. Yeah, it's right behind that bar. I mean, we're not going to get a better view. We might try to get on that Stidham one by core punching this other one. Well, the only thing I can think is we can go north up by Warner and go for Muskogee on that one, maybe. That one's interesting. I don't think that's a tornado. I think that's an updraft. Or, well, the positioning, I think that's that wall cloud near Stidham is what that one is. But that is not on the ground. That's not a tornado. You know, that might be... It's hard to tell. But it's definitely not on the ground, whatever it is. I think that one's over the lake. So that's probably by Stidham. I find it hard to believe that that one is going to build. Probably can't get on the Bristow one. What I'm tempted to do here is go ahead and start heading home, but I'm going to run into the Edmund cell on my way back, I think, based on where... Yeah. Because I'm going to take 35. So I feel like that would cross the highway before I get there. But we might be able to see it on the east side of OKC once it passes OKC. It is. It's going to be a tornado, I think. It has that look. There's no cap in place either, so anything that builds can do whatever it wants. It's an interesting look ahead of us on the tail end of that. If that's Stidham, it kind of matches radar. I think that is Stidham. I don't know. Radar looks pretty weak on that one. That may just be an updraft over the lake. Yeah. The west of Union City is probably where the rotation is at. I'll have to look at it on radar, but... Also, there's one by Bristow, by the way. It's severe, but I don't have a good look at that one. Kind of in between radars. You could argue a tornado out of that one. Headed towards Slick. That's another one we're probably not going to be able to get on. I'm going to try to give you all the wide view here. That's kind of an ugly looking storm. The one by Mustang. I mean, I could see a tornado. Maybe. There's a self-forming near Guthrie as well. Yeah, I don't think we're done yet. I think because I gotta go into the city and then north. We're gonna run right into this line that's trying to develop. We're gonna have to go through the line. So I'm gonna keep streaming because I may just chase that line. I mean, at some point I'm gonna have to let it pass me because I gotta get home, but it's almost May. It's that time of year. What's really fun about today is that was a weak system today. We just got lucky. If we get another strong one like we did yesterday. So that's a separate cell from the Yukon. That one is going to go supercellular probably after Guthrie. Probably. Well, I'm not signing off stream for a minute. What's up?
You alright?
Yeah, I'm just watching the tornadoes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, see you later.
Thanks. Oh, I got a couple. Yeah, that's that guy that lives in the house out there, so he's cool with it, I guess, as long as I'm not in his driveway. You wanted to know if I was stuck here? The thing is, in this part of Oklahoma, it's kind of a roulette whether you're going to get a friendly neighborhood farmer or like cartel pot business. So always makes me nervous when they come up like that. I think these storms here are done. I think that one headed into Tulsa, south side of Tulsa, is probably the next closest one. We're not going to be able to get on that one, though. We got to go too far north. Well, you could argue, but I don't like chasing my tail to the north. It bothers me. Yeah, pretty much everything I think is north of the interstate now. Stuff starting to fire right over me. We're not going to chase the eastern stuff because, as again, I got to go home, so getting dark as well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stream most of the drive home. So, because we're going to run into that line. I got to get gas too because I've been sitting here idling for forever. Let me get one last shot here. I can get one with the hood in the way. I got a couple. Alright. I'm actually going to eat while we're sitting here too. Oh, I didn't do that earlier. The dog is suddenly interested. Bologna sandwich? I have never in all my days. And it's not mine? Alright, that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my GPS to home, and then we're going to, because I got to maneuver my way around the line anyway, so. That's interesting. We could go through Tulsa and dodge the whole thing. I'd really take 40.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto East 233rd Street South.
I think that mess up by Tulsa is just going to be a lot of hail and not a whole lot of interesting things, with the exception of Bristow, but yeah. I'm going to take 40.
Head south on South 55th Street East, N4340 toward East 243rd Street South, 1110.
I'm doing it. I'm eating my dinner. Alright, before we go, water? Yep, all that panic attacking you did must have wore you out. But see, we lived. There was nothing to worry about. Alright, food? Well, no, don't look at me. I don't get no more food. That's all we got. Yeah, you'll eat it when we get home. Don't look at me. It's your food. Hey, Lucy. Oh, she is hungry. It's 7:30 already. It moved. Alright. Here. You want to eat it? Or you want to play with it? If you're going to play with it, we're going to eat it when you get home.